I've been talking about how I want to get everything in this game up to 100%. This is the first time I'm playing a Yakuza game where I don't immediately have another Yakuza game on tap to play immediately afterwards. So I'm like, let's just take my time with this one, right? Or just, you know, just kind of enjoy it. Just let it be. But some of this stuff, like, to get a true 100% on, like, all of this, these are basically just the support missions are mostly just fetch quests. Not that big a deal. I use the guide for some of them. The rescue missions are just, like win some, like, specific fights in specific areas, and then pretty much just beat up a particular type of enemy. Like, go find them and get them. Wasn't that big a deal. Some of this stuff in here is just like... It's just like play all the arcade games a bunch of times. Like... I mean... I win a bunch of shogi matches. Like, shogi's fine. I did do all the mahjong things. Except for the one in Kamurocho, which apparently is a thing that we're going to be able to do soon. Spoilers game, thanks. So yeah, I don't know that I'm going to get 100% on all of this stuff. But I'd like to at least hit these two. Also, what am I looking at here? Party. I always forget how to get to this. Yeah, Ichiban's personality is pretty much up to where it needs to be. We have maxed everything out. We are a benevolent, irresistible badass with mastermind intellect, volcanic passion, and kingly style. Last you saw, Kiryu showed up, the Toji and Omi clans got dissolved, anything important happened after that. The big thing that happened is Ichiban is now running for public office. That Kume, that smarmy little Bleach Japan kid, is running for representative of yeah. So basically, Ryo Aoki, or Masumi Arakawa's son, the Tokyo governor, the one who's building himself up to be the primary antagonist here. He essentially is trying to take control, like complete control of his political party, and is basically starting to install adherents to his political philosophy. Basically people who will just do what he says. So he tapped Kume to run for the newly open seat in Ijincho. And we are trying to use him to get close to Masumi Arakawa, to confront him and be like, hey, what the hell are you doing? And also, are you responsible for killing your father? Because Arakawa Sr. was shot and dumped in the river. We had a big, or I suppose the bay. Maybe not the river. I forget. A body of water, anyway. He died. We had that whole scene where, like, he was teasing that he might be Ichiban's real father, and then he just showed up dead the next morning. So we are looking for clues on that, right? We're looking for clues on that. We don't really have any leads. We suspect that Ryo Aoki, the man's own son, may be behind the killing. He may have ordered the hit because he's pissed off that the Omi Alliance was disbanded because he was using the Omi Alliance to run his power. So what we are doing is we are trying to get close to Kume so that he will lead us to Aoki. And we apparently decided that the best way to do that was to get Ichiban to run for office. And so he's doing his stump speeches on his election van and having debates with Kume and just running rhetorical circles around him until he runs away. And so we embarrassed him a couple times in public. All right, that's not really what I wanted to do. And so it appears that Aoki has called in a hit on Chairman Hoshino, the Seiryu clan patriarch. So the next big thing we need to do is run there and see what's going on with Chairman Hoshino and is he okay? Because he is apparently in trouble. But first, because I have maxed out my personality, I want to finish all the sub-stories in this game. And apparently, having sex with a bunch of women is a sub-story. So we're gonna do that. Hey, can we talk for a sec? Still want them bonsai, right? Yeah, you gave me those 5 and it was like really good, but I want more. I'm gonna give her 10 bonsai. I don't have... All right, hang on. I thought I was prepared for this, but I wasn't as prepared for this as I thought. I literally saved here so that we could start with this. But I forgot that she likes bonsai and not like regular flower bouquets. I'd like to take this opportunity to say that I despise the romance mechanic in this game, which is basically improve an aspect of your personality that corresponds to what they like, and then give them 1 flower, and then 5 flowers, and then 10 flowers, and then sex happens. It's like, it's not even as in-depth as a normal dating sim. Also, Sadie, I see you. We do have a Dom in the party, but she's switched off to... I have 8. Yeah, essentially. It's even like... Okay, so... I've played my fair share of dating sims. So, like, I know how it works, right? The whole relationship system, if you can call it that, is have a conversation, like, pour the gifts into the meter until the meter fills up. And then you get a JPEG. Or if you're real lucky, a PNG. Like, I get it. This isn't even that nuanced. Because it's literally the same item every time. I've not played the KFC dating sim, no. I am aware of it. I am familiar with it. But I have not firsthand experienced it. All right, so anyway, about them bonsai. I'm gonna give her 10. Like, Listen, we can skip the sex if you just tell me what the deal is with your Chrono Trigger telepod back here. I just want to know what you're building. These are all for you. I can't help but notice the other 6 bonsai plants that I gave you aren't anywhere around anywhere. So, what are you using them for? What? Are you serious? That's amazing. You're the best. You're always helping me out, is the least I can do. I'll drop in again. I feel like we've gotten pretty close. I'm glad she liked her gifts. Hey, what brings you in today? Oh, I also learned something important. You can only improve upon certain weapons, but the weapons that you can improve upon, you can basically improve upon, like, nearly infinitely, and they become way better than the stuff that you get later. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, I thought that would trigger a thing. It doesn't appear to have done so, and that makes me think that maybe I need to... Do. I'm looking. Okay. Unlock the workshop. Fully upgrade the shop, which we've done. Finish the each month holding subset. Yeah, passion stat. 16 bonsai. Okay, apparently we've done everything we needed to do. Bonsai Ents. I like this. Hey, remember this girl that we talked to change our job? Apparently you can also date her. Now again, I am not necessarily making the case that Ichiban needs to be polyamorous here. But these are all sub-stories, so I just want the content. I've formed the perfect bond. Yeah, I'm also not saying there's anything wrong with being polyamorous. Just, you know, something you need to be sort of upfront about, you know? But why, though? It said it should... So anyway, Well Done does this. And we're done. It says it's supposed to trigger when you walk through the door. It does not. Sumire, I showed you my bonsai. Please respond. I was literally saving this because I thought I'd be able to just walk in and be like, all right, triggered, triggered, triggered. How about you? Good. Well, I'm now very confused. Aha! Ichiban has to have taken on every job. Wonder if just taking them on to... Yeah, all right, cool. Oh, I had him messing around with Foreman for a bit because I needed to break walls. But I'll probably switch him back to Hero now. Reminder that this suit exists, but we're good. I'm just gonna keep him in his Nah. We'll keep him red. And not complete them until a certain chapter. It's possible? All right, just for argument's sake, I'm gonna switch to all these different jobs, and I'm gonna like walk outside and get into one fight, just to like pick up some levels in it, and then we'll come back and see if that works. I came into this thinking like, all right, we got this, we're good. We're just gonna like, I've prepped everything. I got my personality up to where it needs to be. I've got all the materials I need. We're just gonna run through these. We're gonna run through these sub stories, no problem, and then just move on with the game. And to the surprise of approximately no one, that's not worked out. All right. Ichiban's now rank 5 in Fortune Teller. Someone does get Ichiban, or someone does get Kiryu's white suit from Zero. But I forget who it is. It's like, it's someone who doesn't deserve it, like a Dachi. Yeah, he gets Majima, which I think actually works for him okay. Yep. Nope. I can only assume they were trying to be careful about that. Cause, you know, you gotta be pretty delicate when you're moving on from a longtime series protagonist like Kiryu. They've been very deliberate at giving Ichiban a lot of similar qualities Shikiryu, but also setting him apart as his own character. All right, moving on. It is really good. Really, really good. It does cost a lot of MP. Maybe it's one major drawback. But it helps also that I have Zhao equipped with a ladle that specifically boosts the power of Moose magic damage. So it's doing even more damage. It's also doing tons on tons of damage because I'm using it on enemies that are like 10 levels lower than me. So that's part of it too. Man, that hippie outfit looks weird on everyone. Oh, you know what? I got some new essence moves that I haven't tried out yet because I wanted to experience them together with you on stream. So let's try that. Let's try Essence of Human Grading. Oh, I don't like that. No. No. Jesus Christ! Oh, it's exactly what it sounded like, but way worse. Shit! I did not at all enjoy that. All right. Well, Psycho's got this move now. And Nanba has refined his pigeon wizard powers. It's the same as before, but more pigeons. I have not done the Majima summon yet. And like, I've been saving it primarily because it's gonna cost me like 1,000,000 yen to use after the first free one. But I'm doing that mega elixir thing where it's just like, don't use it because you might need it later. And it's like, we're getting close to the end of the game. When is later? All right, we did a chef thing. It's now time to do an enforcer thing. This is kind of nice because I'm actually getting him levels from this. Well, I mean levels, but like, because I'm only doing one fight and I'm jumping up to like level 5 immediately, I'm actually getting I'm actually getting a few simple moves that will stay with me after I switch classes. So I'm really just giving Ichiban extra stuff. There's another possibility I haven't considered, and that's that I might be in a situation where sub-stories will not spawn because I'm supposed to be, like, running to the next cutscene. So if it doesn't click after this, then we'll just advance the plot and we'll move on. And I'll come back to it later. Three, four, five. All right, cool. The one thing that always gets me, Mana, and it's the one that I think of. It's the one I think of anytime that anytime this comes up. Is someone playing Super Mario RPG. And they're fighting Culex, which is the Culex is the like secret ultra boss that's like the harder than final boss. And in that moment, they're sitting on like rock candies and like really good attack items, really good healing items, and they're like, and it literally comes out of their mouth where it's like, but what if I need it for like the final boss or whatever? And they're like, what are you talking about? This is the final boss. This is more the final boss than the actual final boss. Like, what are you actually waiting on? And it was that moment where they're like, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. Oh, hey. You know what Ichiban knows how to do? You wear a mask, you are unable to be affected by cold. Is the camera movement distracting? Because there's a couple of other things I could do. I mean, is it production value or is it just like annoying and distracting? Because there's a couple of other settings I can use. It doesn't have to be this. It doesn't have to be this auto tracking thing. But this allows me to zoom in closer on my face. Without the possibility of me like ducking out of frame. All right, so that didn't trigger anything, which is disappointing, but it's okay. So I think what we're gonna do now is I'm just going to move to the pink dot on the map. Because the thing is, I have non-standard music right now. This is like pressure, go to a spot, fast music. And I responded to that by playing a bunch of baseball. I'm gonna go ahead and order everything here. Including a lot of highballs. Evasion was boosted. That might actually be helpful. So yeah, if you decide that the if the camera tracking thing like this is distracting and you don't like it, I can always do this, where the background is still there but it's blurred, so I kind of pop out in front of it. Straight green screen is also an option, but it's kind of weird for me to just be floating in the middle of it. So this would require, if we were going to use this, it would require a lot of reworking with the frame and with the everything. So I'm going to stick with this for now, but I am open to feedback. Solves a problem that isn't really there. Okay, so that's true, but let me address that by saying I haven't figured this out for Gamepedia streams yet, but for my streams on my channel, I am actually working on shrinking down the size of the frame so that there's less wasted real estate on the left and right to allow for more screen real estate. And the auto tracking is really more for that, so that I can have like sort of a more focused, zoomed in picture on me without so much of the background taking up screen real estate. And the tracking makes more sense there. I was gonna do that here, but I already have the Gamepedia frame. And I haven't decided if I were to shrink the size of the frame, like this is a consistent asset and I'd have to like squeeze it in, or so I didn't take the time to do that. I figured I would just go with this, and I don't know, I'm reworking some stuff. All right, so all of my attempts to woo the ladies in this game have gone unanswered. So we're gonna go check on Chairman Hoshino and see if he's dead. Probably fight. I'm gonna guess at some point we're gonna fight Joe Sawashiro, because he's kind of the right-hand man doing all of Aoki's bidding. Whoa! What, did Kiryu come through here? Were you shot? Who was shot? 10?
親父どこに向かった？親父が会長の部屋？笛だな。頼む、急いでくれ。来よったの、春日。
Hey, what's up, NPC face?
近江連合。
会長は。そこでもうちょい待っとき。まだお掃除が済んどらんのや。なんだと？てめえら。ざけんじゃねえ。
In the land of the fist fight, the one-gunned man is king. Kiryu has something to say about that. Well, anyway. Oh god, they're drunk! I forgot! I got them drunk before we came here. So, I actually don't have... I don't actually have full control over them. Wow. I can't believe at level 50 you idiots are still doing that with hammers. Alright, in retrospect, maybe I shouldn't have come here drunk. Counterpoint. That's fine. It's fine. Psycho always tries to hit Ichiban with her bag. It's just a fun little thing that they do. Why are you spraying me with detergent? Well, I might as well use the thing where the power goes up when I'm drunk. There you go, have that. No, Ichiban, please. It hurt itself in its drunkenness. Psycho is really sloshed. And Nanba has decided to sing. Your gun is no match for these two ladles. Really with this? Really? Still? Psycho! Seriously! And you're laughing! You kicked Nanba in the face and you're laughing! It's fine, they leveled up. They're fine! Shit. Well, that's who I expected to find here.
Sawashiro no Osei Ichi. Anta ga Kaichou.
That's really unfortunate.
お前はいつだって遅いんだ。使いに行かせても、しのぎに行かせても。
なんで星野会長を。
偉人さんにはこれがとどめになる。清流会トップのこのじいさんがこのグレーゾーンのブレーンで、偉人長にとっての支えだったからな。あとはほっといても勝手に崩れ落ちる。若はそうお考えだ。若もあんたも何を怖がってんだ。今さら星野会長を消さなくったってあんたらはもう勝ったも同然だったろ。飛ぶ鳥を落とすって青木亮が何だって今さらこんなことを。
A fair question. Like, what more do you have to win?
お前のせいだと言ったらどうする。何。
I already survived getting shot once. You don't scare me.
一番。
I mean, what, Nanba? He's got the gun trained on me. What am I gonna do, duck?
なんてな。この選挙区が若にとってどれだけ大事なのかお前も知ってるはずだ。 なのに殺しの前科持ちのくせに衆院選に立候補なんだ。悪ふざけにも程がある。若はお前が目障りなんだよ。
俺が当選するのが怖いとでも。
He's not even really running to win.
万に一つもねえだろ。
じゃあなんで星野会長を襲った？
若はな、万に一つもねえもんでも目障りなもんは許せねえんだ。
だったら俺を殺せばいいでしょう。
そうできりゃしたさ。だがお前は随分人目を引いてくれた。今殺しの的にするにはタイミングが悪すぎだ。
だから代わりに会長を？
ああ。お前の後ろ盾は偉人さんの連中だけだ。今お前に手を出せない以上、やれることで最も効果がある選択をしたまでさ。
That kind of sucks, actually.
若は
That's
何かをやるとき裏から手回さずにはいられねえのか。
right.
絶対負けねえように保険かけずにはいられねえのか。いつからそんなになっちまったんだよ。俺はあんたらには取るに足らねえゴミみてえなもんだろ。なのになんでそこまでやる必要があんだよ。どうなってんだあんたら。
Oh dear.
荒川のおやつさんを殺したのもあんたなのか。
さあな。もうどうでもいいだろ、そんなことは。
And he wakes up in a hospital bed. Nope, we get a cutscene. He is dodging those punch. He like. I feel very outclassed at this time. Oh, you didn't even have to go for that.
白黒つけようぜ、イチ。